folks, today I'm going to do a little run through on this, which is the Electro Harmonix Crayon. It's full range overdrive, and a lot of reviews that I've seen have covered using this into a clean channel of an amplifier, occasionally touching onto a crunch channel. I'm going to focus mainly on the crunch channel on my Bugera 333XL Infinium, and use this to push it into more of a high gain heavy rock sound. It's already a high gain amp, but I'm going to use this along with similar lines as a tube screamer, or my favourite, which is the Boss SD1, and see if this can do a similar job. So I'll be using the Bugera, the Crayon, a Laney IRT 4x12 cabinet, and my Kramer Pacer with Seymour Duncan JB in the bridge. It's tuned to D, and I'll just pause this, get it set up, and you will be able to see what's going on. It should be quite an interesting one because this has got a bass control, which SD1s, TS9s, they don't have. So I'll see if it just adds a little something. Okay, see you in a second. Okay, so we've got it set up now, and into a clean channel. I've got the gain right down, the volume set about halfway, bass halfway, treble halfway, and into a completely clean sound. I will let you hear when this has got the gain right down. I've found that it actually only adds colour. There is no drive. So we're on. I would say it's slightly more mid-pushed like that. There's a little bit more honk, but we'll just run through what the bass control will do. So a huge amount of bass on that, same with the treble. So a decent amount of treble. It's not overbearing, and we will just quickly add a little touch of gain. So again, it sounds a little bit scratchy for my ears. I'll just turn the bass up a touch, the treble back, and this is into a completely clean channel. So yeah, there's enough control there. If you're just using this as an overdrive pedal, we'll turn it quite far up and let you hear. And full up for the gain. As you turn the gain up, you do have to watch the treble level. It can get very, very brittle and very, very harsh very quickly, and the bass can become quite overpowering, especially with plenty gain. Anyway, let's go to a standard sort of sound. Volume well up, gain right back. I'll switch it off first, let you hear the crunch sound. So I've got the crunch on the Bugera at exactly halfway. Turn the master up a touch. Volume-wise, it's above a talking volume. It's probably slightly louder than you would normally rehearse at home. So we'll just plug in and switch on the Crayon as we are. So even like that, that's not bad at all. I don't find it's enhancing the bass at all there. It's possibly slightly mid-pushed. But if you wanted to thicken that a touch more bass, now where I would say this works really nicely is if you're actually just playing at home volumes. Sometimes into a big amp like this, there's no attenuation on this. It can sound a little bit thin and a little bit scratchy unless you're really pushing the master volume. So just by using this to add a touch of bass, knock back the treble a touch like that, and you get a little bit of that thump that you would normally get playing live. However, if you do start playing live, that is of absolutely no use at all. So what I'm going to do is just turn up the gain a fraction, because I have found that just by giving it a little bit more of an edge, it sends it a little bit closer to the Boss SD1. So you hear quite a bit of noise there, but I am standing right next to the amplifier with a guitar, with a camera, with the pedal. So what I'll do is I'll turn it on and I'll just take a couple of steps back and you'll hear the hum level decrease. As you hear there, quite loud. That was me taking only about 2 steps back, and it does considerably cut down that noise. So we'll just put everything straight up to noon again. Put the gain below noon slightly. I'll let you hear that just as a clean sound so you've got a reference. Obviously very loud. I'll turn the gain down, the volume down. So you can hear there it has cut down the bass quite considerably, even if, with everything set at noon. Don't assume that noon is parity to it running straight through clean. So that's quite a nice level for me with that little bit more gain on this. It's not a high gain pedal at all. I don't find it even pushes the gain side quite as hard as my SD1. However, it does push the volume side a lot harder. So we'll let you hear this again in the crunch channel. Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll put the gain in the crunch. Now remember, this is not the lead channel in this amplifier. The lead channel is seriously high gain. Now the crunch set to about 2 o'clock is where I would normally play the kind of 80s hair metal sound. Which is like so. So we'll just boost that. Okay, my thoughts of that is it's beginning to get a little bit bassy as the gain goes up on the amplifier. So I'll just ease that back. I'll add a little touch more treble and leave everything else where it is. Now this is similar to how you would really set if you had a bass and treble on the Tube Screamer. The bass is cut back, the treble is boosted a little bit. You've got your gain. This is doing a little bit more than it would show on a Tube Screamer. However, like I say, when this is running clean, this is completely clean. And the volume up full. So with that sound on the crunch. probably enough. I will just scroll it back so I can talk to you face to face and finish this off. See you in a second. Okay, I'm back, and well, I wasn't away. It works. It's actually an exceptionally good boost pedal for high gain tones. Like I said, the lead channel in this is even more searing. There's no point really me running through that. All you would do is knock the gain on the pedal right off when you're using something like the lead channel in the Bugera. Or even, I've got a Xotic JCA 50, which is more high gain than the crunch channel on the Bugera. So again, you take the gain right back. I find it is a very useful overdrive because of that bass control. I can just add a little touch more low end when I need it. And it depends on the venue I'm playing, it depends on the volume I'm playing. And likes of even at home, I can just put the bass up that little bit more and it gives you that nice big sound in the room. In a live situation, yes, you've got to knock all that right back, but it will do that. Now, it's not a very expensive overdrive. I think they're around 77 euros or so, and that's from Thomann, and yeah, it's worthy of an inclusion, and I hope it's given you an idea that something like this will work quite nicely into a higher gain situation. Like I say, it's been used countless times to show you a nice Leonard Skinner type crunch and that kind of nice warm, slightly pushed overdrive sound, but it really works well into a crunch channel of the Bugera. It works into my Xotic JCA 50. It works into my Boss Katana, does the similar job. And just having that little bit of low end gives it that little bit of warmth, and in the room, at home volume, exceptional. And you can pretty much leave your gain and volumes as you like. And then when you go and play a gig, just back that bass control off. So instead of it being around noon or just slightly above, you take it down to about 11 o'clock. And it works absolutely fantastic like that. So, great little pedal. I'm very, very pleased with it. Okay, I'll dig through my boxes of goods at some point later on, do something else. I've got a Mojo Mojo by TC Electronic in there. I'll maybe try it in a similar situation because it's got a bass control too. Okay, thank you very much. That's another 18 minutes of your life spent in the middle of France with me. Okay, thank you very much and bye-bye.